Okay, Smith. Thanks. Thank you for the response. Okay. So today we'll be doing stack using array. So we'll not be using means HTL, that is C++ that given us. So we'll be using array instead of the HTL. Okay. So let's try to create a stack using let's say first we'll be using class. So I'm making a class. I'm naming it a stack. Okay. Let's say it will have a array pointer. Let's say it will be a type of integer so that I can allocate the means suppose a user asked us to means create a stack of some given size. So uh, if we are having the means a integer type pointer, we can directly means dynamically allocate that type with that size of memory to it. Okay, so that's why I'm using an integer pointer to it. Let's say again a capacity will be there. See, what is the maximum capacity of the stack can a stack, what is the maximum number of element a stack can have. Okay, let's say after that I'll be having a top let's say a top pointer, but it will be a variable. I'll be calling a pointer, but it is not a pointer, it's just a variable that will keep a track of means what is the means index, or what is the top index means at what the maximum. Let's say, let me quickly draw array for you. Let's say I'm having this array. This array is of size 10. Okay, let's say data 1 is there, data 2 is there, let's say 3 is there. So our top pointer, it will be a 0 index, it will be 1 index, it will be 2 index. So our top will have the value of value will be top will have the value 2, because at 2 index the value the top of means the element, what is what the 3 will be at the top of our stack. So it will 2 will be the stack, 2 will be the index of that element. Okay, so top will have the just top will just have the index of the top element. Okay, either in the case of array we can say that it will be the last element only. I hope is that fine to everyone. Okay, all these members are the private. So let's quickly create some functions. Let's say I have to create push pop. The element, the top element, as well as is empty, is full, will be creating these functions. Okay, so I'll be making it a public function. Let's say first I'll be using a push function. So our push, what our push function will do, let's say uh, a data will be passed through it. Let's say a integer value is passed through the push data. Okay, before creating this push function I have to create a constructor also, because I have to allocate some memory to this pointer, because this is just an integer pointer and I have to create an array. Okay, so what I'll be using, I'll be using let's say a constructor. It will take a input as size, and what it will do, it will just allocate that memory of that size to that that array pointer. Okay, so now our array will be of size now an array of this size will be created. Okay, and as well as the capacity will be that size only. Okay, and in the starting, when there is nothing in our there is nothing in our stack, the top will be pointing to -1, because there will not be any data into our stack. Okay, so what this constructor will do, this constructor will construct a stack. Say, let's say construct an array of size this, and capacity will be size and top will be -1. Okay, let's say I'm adding a data, means let's say I'm creating a function. It will not return anything, it's a return type, its return type will be void. And what I'm doing, let's say first I need to check whether is full, means let's say I'll create a function is full. If stack is full, this function will return true. So if stack is full, so what we need to write, we just need to write stack is full, or we can write stack overflow. Okay, stack overflow, and we need to return it here only, because if the stack is full we cannot add anything, and we just need to print this statement, and we have to return our function. Okay, if stack is not full, then this statement, this 21 line will come. So in this case, what we need to do, we just need to add this element. Let's say I'm printing this statement that pushing, let's say, value, say, pushing val to, our stack. Okay, so this function, this statement will be printed, and I have to push that value as well. So what I'll be doing, I'll be incrementing my top it will be a pre-increment, because in the starting the top will be -1, but in the first extreme case, it will be -1 plus plus, then it will be 0, and at this position the value will be added. Okay, and our top will obviously be increased. Is that fine with everyone? And after this, okay, what we need to do, as we have used a is full function here, we have to define our function is full function as well. Let's say it will return a bool type, because it will just return a true or false, is full or not. Let's say what is full do, is full will just check whether our stack is full or not. How can we check whether our stack is full or not? Let's say the stack is of size, at this position, let's say stack is of size 5. Okay, so our index, let's say our index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's say it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If our top is pointing to this, if top is having the this value as an index, let's say top is having this value, so what it means, it means the stack is already full, we cannot add anything. Okay, so it's just need to return whether our stack is full or not. So so for this size of array of size 5, the capacity will be 5 and the top will be 4. In this case, what we can say, if let's say if top is equal to capacity minus 1, what it means, let's say capacity is 5 and top is pointing to 4, it means that our our stack is full, so it should return a true here. Okay, else in other case, if it is not the case, then it should return a false value. Means it, what it means, it means that stack is not full. Okay, I hope is full function is clear with you. And we have used is full function here as well in our push function. So after push function, let's design our pop function, because we have to in the stack push, pop, and top. These three are the main important functions. Okay, let's say I'm creating void pop. Before popping, we have to check, means if if is empty. Let's say I will be creating a function is empty as well. If it is empty, so if it is empty, what we need to do? We just need to write stack is empty, or we can write stack underflow. Okay, stack underflow means that what does it means? It means there is nothing in our stack, and it should return. It should not return anything. The function should end here. That's why I'm writing return here, because the type of the return type of this function is void. Okay, let's say if the bool is void function, Ashish is asking bool is void function. uh, Ashish, I didn't get what you are asking. Bool is not a void function. Bool is a means it's just a return type. Means it's a data type in C++. Bool, it is there. I'm not able to get it. Okay, bool either bool is a data type. Bool either can have the value as true or false. Let's say I'm writing bool a. Either I can write true, I can write a is equal to true, or I can write a is equal to false. So bool only returns true bool only can have show the value of means it can show only two value, means either true or false. It's just a data type. So if its return type is bool, either it could return true, either it can return false. So what I'm writing here, if top is equal to capacity minus 1, that means our stack is full, and each full function will return true here. If it returns true, so in this case, if our push function is being called, if each full returns true, so what it will do, it will just print this line, and this function will be returned here. This function will not come here. So if its full returns true, this statement will be printed, and this return statement will be called. Okay, and this function will end here. It will not means it will not execute line number 21 and 22. Okay, Ashish, bool is just a data type like integer, float, double, character, strings are there. Bool is just string like that. Okay, so is empty function, if let's say I'll create is empty function here. Let's say I'm creating is empty first. Is empty, again it will be same like that. If bool, how will we get to know that our stack is empty? In the starting, our top will be -1. If it is -1, return true. So simple. Else return false. Else it is not. Else it is not empty. Okay, if top is equal to -1, in the starting case, what our constructor will do, let's say it will assign -1 to the top. Okay, so let's say after calling a constructor, if someone tried before pushing something, if someone tries to means pop something from our stack, so is empty function will be called, and top is equal to -1. So uh, it will return true here. It will This function is empty will return true here. So it will print an statement that stack underflow, and it will return that it will return from here. It will not pop anything. Okay. If it is not pop, then line number 43 will execute it. Okay. So what it should do, it should just decrement on top. Okay. And it should print and data cout, let's say cout popping, let's say element. Let's say I'll be designing a function, one more function. Let's write it as it is. What will be our top element? Array top. Okay, because the top will be pointing to. Let's say if this is not the case, this means there is something in our stack, and top is pointing to the top of that element. Okay, so if I'm printing cout popping array top, then what statement will be printed? Let's say 5 is at the top of our stack, so it will print popping 5 from our stack. Let's say from our stack. Okay, again after that, top will be decremented. What does it means? Let's say in this case top was pointing to 4. It will print, let's say 5 was here, it will print popping 5 from our stack, and now top will be pointing to 3 only, not the 4. So after that, the top element of our stack will be let's say the value at index 3 is 4. So top value will be top element of the stack will be 4. Okay, let's say I'll design a function bool, let's integer top element. What it will return? Element. Let's say element. Okay, what it will return? It will first check if is empty, means if let's say if our user tries to print what is the top element of a stack. Let's say he calls this top element function, and before, so what our top element function will do, first it will check whether our stack, if is there something in our stack or not. If the stack is empty, it will again print that stack underflow, sorry, stack underflow. Okay, and it will return, let's say it will return -1 here, because the return type of this is int, so we have to return an integer value here only. Okay, If if this condition is failed, means if it is not empty, that means there is something in our stack. Let's say then it should return what is the value at the top of our array. What is the at the top of our stack? Let's say let me create a let's create a object of stack class. Let's say I'm calling it st and I'm calling my constructor for it, and what I have to give in our constructor. So let's say I'm giving the size 5 to it. Okay, and what I'm doing st dot push, because we have designed our push function, and push function will take an argument as value. Let's say I'm trying to push 10. Let's say after that I'm trying to push 20 as well. So let's say here I'm trying to print my slash n. Let's say I'm trying to print the top element, the top element. Okay, let's say I'm calling my top element function as well. So I have to use st dot top. Okay, let's see what the output is coming. What should be our top element? Our top element should be 20. So I have not used semicolon here because that is a class and I have to use semicolon there. Okay, again an error is coming. It is saying that, and I have not used some semicolon here. Okay, let's check it again. Again it is saying stack is not declared. I have used small s. Okay, it will be a small s, not a capital S. Let's say I'm writing small s here. Okay, what it is saying, a stack means this constructor will be called, a variable means an object will be created of type stack, and after that this push function will be called, and this push function is doing what, pushing 10 to our stack, and what it is saying, pushing 20 to our stack, and what it is saying, let's say st dot push 30 as well. Now what it should print, pushing 30 to our stack, and top element will be 30, because the element that will be added at the last, that will be our top element. Okay, let's say let's check whether our uh, pop is working fine or not. Let's say after pushing 30, I'm popping something from our stack. Let's say what it is saying, pushing 10, pushing 20, pushing 30, and after that it is saying popping 30 from our stack, and top element is 20. Okay, is that fine to everyone? Let's say I'm checking here. Yeah, is our stack empty? Empty. Let's say I'm trying to call my empty function here as well. So I have to use st dot empty. Should be, okay. It was is empty, not empty. Now it will work fine. Let's say I'm trying to check whether our stack is empty or not. So what it is saying, it is printing 0. It means what 0 means? 0 means false. Is our stack is empty? It is saying false. Let's say I'm trying to call this, instead of here, I'm trying to call it here. Let's say when I've not pushed anything and I'm trying to call this function. So now it is saying, is our stack empty? Yes, it is saying 1. 1 means that it means true, and it is saying yes, our stack is empty. Is that fine with everyone? Or do anybody is having any doubt? Let's say, okay, I'm showing the code again. Please go through the code once. If you are having any doubt, I can repeat the code again. Okay, I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Please do ask if you are having any doubt regarding anything in this code. Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for. It is necessary to assign -1 to top. Aryan, you have to assign something to top because in this, what we are doing in this case, let's say I'm increasing my top when I'm adding something. So if there is nothing in our means, and if I want to add something at the zeroth position, if I want to means increase something, it should be -1 only. Na? If your increment -1 to, if your increment -1 to plus plus, pre-increment, let's say you are saying -1 to plus plus, yes, we can assign 0 and post increment. Yes, you can do that. Let's say Rn is saying we can assign 0 and post increment to it. But Rn, in this case, what you will do, so instead of writing capacity -1, you have to write the capacity here. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Let's say, because what it is saying, let's say popping, let's see what error we are getting. So let's try to understand what is happening here. So Rn has said that we can use top is equal to 0. Let's say I'm using top is equal to 0 here. What it means, first we have to check this function. Means we have to update this function, because when our stack will be empty, when it is top is equal to 0. Okay, let's see. And still we are getting some problem to pop. Let's go through our pop function again. What it is saying is empty. If it is empty, so what our top is right now. Let's say I didn't try to understand this. Let's say there are two elements. Let's say there are three elements only. Okay, what it is saying, in the starting it is let's say top is pointing to 0. So after adding 1 to it, let's say I'm trying to add a push 1. So now our top will be pointing to 1. So let's say I'm trying to push 2 here. Now our top will be pointing to index 2. Let's say I'm trying to push 3 here. Now our top will be pointing to 3. Okay. So if we are trying to delete something, if we are trying to delete something from our just wait a second. From our stack. So what I'm printing, see out popping array top. Let's say that after the 3 is being pushed to it, now our top is pointing to this index. So what I have to write here, it should it should print, instead of top, it should print top -1. Okay, let's see. Popping 30 from our stack, and still we are getting top element is 30. Why? Because because what a top element function is doing, again in our top element function as well, we have to return top -1. Is that fine with everyone? Why I'm writing top -1 here? Because in this if your top element is 3, or in the top will pointing to, instead of this index, or top will be pointing to this only. So I'm writing top -1 here. Okay, I think now everything is fine. A top element is 20. 10, 20, and 30 is being pushed. 30 is being popped, and after that our stack is empty. It is saying no, our stack is not empty, and it is saying the top element is still 20. Okay, is that clear with everyone now? Either you can use 0 or you can use -1. It's up to you. Aryan, I think now it is clear to you, or are you still having any doubt? I'm waiting for others' reply. Is that question is clear? Means the code is clear with everyone? What we have did today? Guys, please reply fast so that we can move to another topic. Okay, saying all clear. That's good. Okay, so let's say what we have did here. We have created a stack, a class stack, and let's say I have to create what I have did here. I have created a stack of integer type. Let's say I want to create a stack of, let's say I'm character type or stack of string type. Let's say instead of pushing 10 here, if I want to push a string here, let's say I want to push hello here, let's say I want to push hi here, and I want to push something else here, let's say a string here. Okay, and then what we have to do? So we have to update this for string as well. Let's say at every place what we have written int here, and we have to update it as a string. Instead of writing int here, I have to type string here, and I have to type string here as well. I have to change my, means we can see we have to change all the things according to string as well. So C++ has provided us uh, means it's giving us an advantage. They have given us a concept of template as well. So let's try to implement template as well for this function, for this code. Okay, let's say instead of writing this code, this complete code for integer, I'll be writing it as in generic form. Means let's say instead of here, let's say I'm writing my stack here, I'll be using a temp here, a template here. Let's say I'm using template, and I'm writing string here. Okay, no, I have to write template type name. Let's say I'm writing t here. So at every place, means at every place we have written n, what will be writing? We'll be writing t here. So what it means? It means that what we pass through our means what we pass through our object, the type of generic class to we pass through our object, it will be the class of means the type of this class will be completely changed according to that. Let's say I'm, instead of writing int here, I'll be writing t here. Just give me one. Let's say I'm writing t here, and integer capacity will be integer type as well in the case of string. As string size will be integer type only. So here if we change that as a string, we have to write string. So instead of string, we are writing t here. Okay, let's say capacity will be type of int, top will be type of that only. Let's say here I'm writing t. Okay, and edge full be type of bool. We don't need to change anything, and we are writing everything is fine here, I think so. Okay, so what our s full function is doing? It is it will we don't need to change anything in the case of string as well. If top is equal to capacity minus one, we need to return true only. Okay. So Shay, you want to say something, or who is unmuted him? Okay, let me unmute everyone first. Okay, so I'm writing is empty will be same like that. All these functions will not return, and instead of int here, we should be returning t here, type of t here. Okay, and instead of returning minus one, let's say I'm creating a variable t, a variable of type t, and I'm returning a here, because if there is nothing, I should be return a type of t variable here. Means let's say t is string, so I should be returning a string here, a null string here. If let's say it isn't, I should be returning int here. So I'm creating a variable of type t. Okay, I hope now is that fine to everyone. Let's say what I'm trying to do here. So now what I'll be doing here, I'll be writing string here. So as in the case of STL, we write. Let's say I'm trying to create stack of string here, and I'm trying to print the top element. Say top element. Top element. Let's try to run this function. Let's see we are getting the correct output or not. So what did it say? Top element. Okay, I have to use st.top element, not top element. So what it is saying, pushing hello to our stack, pushing hi to our stack, pushing xdf to our stack, and top element is xdf only. Okay, so we can say that yes, according to our need, we have changed everything. Means let's say I'm trying to pop here. So what it should do? It should pop xdf and it should print top element as hi. Okay, let's say I want to create a stack of type int as well. Int as well. Let's say I'll calling it st1. Okay, I'm writing st1 here and push. So in this case, I'll be giving its argument as an input form, means in the form of integer. Okay, st1 dot push. I'm writing 20 here. st1 dot push. I'm writing 30 here. Let's say cout top element. So I'm copying and pasting it. Okay, let's try to print this function. So it is saying pushing hello to our stack, pushing hi to our stack, pushing xdf to our stack, and popping xdf from our stack, and top element is hi. After that, and another stack is being created, and it is saying pushing 10 to it, pushing 20 to it, pushing 30 to it, and top element is high. And it, because we have to use st1, because we have given the st object only, so top element should be 30 only. Okay, top element is 30. So this class for means for string as well, for character, for integer as well, means after using template we can say that we have reduced the size of our code. Otherwise what we need to do, for creating a string, we need to copy and paste this code again. For creating the character, we need to copy and paste this code again. So we have reduced our work as well, and it is very simple, I think so. So is that clear with everyone, the need of template? You can create that stack of type character as well. You can create the type of double as well, bool as well, anything you want. Is that clear with everyone, or do anybody is having any doubt? Shay Singh, it is clear. That's good. I'm waiting for others. Ashish is saying it is clear. That's good. Smith is saying it is clear. Okay. So okay. Ashish.